with Ketu. I've already made videos on the position of Sun with the South and North Node. I'm going to put a link about these here, but they were more focused on the karmic influences and what, because Rahu and Ketu, or the South and North Node of the moon, they indicate past life tendencies and lessons you have to work on in this lifetime. And I focus more on the karmic influences in the other video. Now I'll focus more on what kind of personality it gives. So what happens if you have Sun with the South Node Ketu? You can see if you have Sun with South Node Ketu, it's indicated in my birth chart as Ketu. In my birth chart calculator, for which I'm putting a link here, go enter your time, place of birth. If you don't know your time of birth, it's okay. This is not time dependent, this technique. And check if you have in the same square or triangle in the main chart, in the big chart, if you have Sun together with Ketu, they are abbreviated with SU and KE. If they're together in one of the sectors, which means in one sign together, it means they are together, there is a conjunction. And the closer they are together, the more prominent this influence is. Actually, it's most, you notice it most strongly in people where Ketu and the Sun are together within 10 degrees on either side, 10 degrees far away. The further more it goes, it gets weaker somehow. And what happens? Imagine that Ketu is like those binoculars, but you turn them backwards and you see everything much smaller. This is what Ketu is. It's an influence, it's whatever planet it is with, it empties it, it kind of not suppresses it, but empties it, makes the person feel dissatisfied there, makes a person see less of this. And the Sun is one person's self-confidence, self-esteem, how well they believe they can manage with their life, with the responsibilities of their life, and such kind of things. And Ketu there, imagine seeing it much through much small and far away, the person feels less confident. Especially in the first 40 years, 42, 43 years of their life might be more painful. Especially the younger you are, it's more painful. The person feels like they don't have much self-belief. They don't have much self-belief that they can cope with the, with the responsibilities in their life. And actually such people can be very lovely to be around, because their ego, the Sun is the ego, is almost gone, is almost lacking, is not there, because Ketu empties it. And it's very small. Such people are never egomaniacs. They'll never try to compensate. There's almost a spiritual quality about it. And especially you'll see it in the charts of men who have that. They're great friends. They're trying to be kind to others and obliging, because their own sense of importance, which is the Sun, is really diminished. And they see themselves as less of a separate person, less of a ego, separate ego, and less important. But at the same time, it's very painful. In astrology, this is the most painful, difficult combination for a male chart when you have Sun with Ketu together, because the Sun is your ability to take action, is the masculine quality. And when Ketu is with it, it undermines it, it diminishes it, and the person might be very ambivalent about taking action for a man. And this is painful for a man, because he's in love with someone. Shall I call her? Shall I not call her? Oh, what if she, why would she think I'm important, and why would she, and then someone goes, gives her flowers, whoops her away. Or you might want to see a girl or something, and you have Sun Ketu, and you might be, much more hesitant, ambivalent, because of this undermining of this solar qualities. And the solar qualities is the Sun, the solar is the king. He gets whatever he wants. He goes with confidence after whatever he needs to do, and does it without feeling worried in any way. And with Ketu there, the person is much more, and also the person can have doubts about their career, about their ambitions in life. They can have, the Sun is the great big role we're supposed to play in this lifetime, and often it turns out to be our career. So these people can have also at certain periods in their life ambivalence about their career goals and where they're heading in life. And they might feel unable to cope with those career demands, so they might feel disconnected and emotionally dissatisfied from a career path they have taken on. And usually when Sun is together with Ketu, these people have a change in a career at a certain period in their life. There might be something like a breakdown for them, at some period when they get dissatisfied with the path they have taken on. Usually it's connected to career. Sometimes it might be something else. And when this breakdown comes in certain age, they fully change their path in life and their direction, and then they become more stable, more confident within themselves. But they find it a little bit harder to really and dissatisfied. There is this sense of Ketu empties, you know, the feelings of satisfaction of having coped with the responsibilities in your life. So even when they do great in a career, even when they manage a lot of things and they're coping really well in their life and they're following their path, well, Ketu will make them feel that's not good enough. Ketu is like, makes your perfection. That's not good enough. I have to do better. My partner has some Ketu. And even when he's, you know, he works very hard, and even when he's at home, he's like, what can I do to work better? I haven't done well enough at work. I have to be better and better and better. So it can be a good thing in the long run, because such people are humble. They work hard usually, and they can do more and more to basically more than required. This perfectionist streak in them can push them more than required. But the thing is that their own lack of self-appreciation, almost it is, their own ambivalence can put a lot of, also their success might not be so quickly forthcoming and might be more painful for them because of those self-doubts that those men, especially men and women as well, they might often have. But it gives you a beautiful spiritual quality, more gentleness around the person rather than this pushy masculine energy. But you'll be able to fulfill your responsibilities and achieve the great goals in your life, which is the sun. If the sun gets some good friends, aspects from good friends, you can see it from the aspect chart. There is a small chart next to the big chart. It says aspects, planetary aspects. Check the planets on top or the planets being aspected. Find the sun and see if it gets aspected by Mars, Jupiter, or the moon. These are its three friends. If it has aspects, points, you see like 25 points or 30 points or up to 60. The higher the points, the 60 is like 100%, you know. Then the sun, which is you fulfilling your big goals and plans in your life, if it has friends from the Mars, from Jupiter, you know, from the moon, you'll be helped in your life. You have the necessary resources and quality to fulfill those things, the solar plans, the solar goals of which are of achieving great things, great deeds, career achievements, you know. But Ketu, when it's with the sun, will still probably delay this or make it much harder when you're younger by bringing ambivalence and not so much being sure, and you know, this tentativeness and this disillusionment and disappointment that comes a certain period with the path you have taken and the need to change that path. Thank you.